Welcome back to a game of Beyond All Reason with me, Pigs, and yes, Pigs is on the battlefield again. I'm up at the top, in the north. This is done. This is a bit better, I must admit. Get me words out. Get me words out first before I try to say something. Sometimes it's best to think before you say it. I was thinking and trying to say it at the same time. But anyway, yeah, we're on the battlefield, and it goes better, but it's a bit dicey to start with, and we'll go through that and see who gets the first unit out, the first tick or whatever. And yeah, I won't go through all the commanders like I normally do because obviously there's 16, and that'll take forever and a day. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this. Don't forget the battle series is going at the same time, where you can actually see me playing in person, if you like. But what I'll do is I'll change that eventually. Where when I get killed, that'll be it, and then I'll do a link to this so you know where to go through up to that point, if you get what I mean, and then that way you're not missing anything. Because basically, I think after this, I was just casting it, and I didn't see the point in that. But anyway, we'll cross that bridge. It's all new the way I'm trying to do this, so it gives two perspectives, And obviously, I critique myself as well, and we'll be doing that later on. But first, looks like the first little ticks are out. Nothing too spectacular, but we'll see what goes on here. We need to. Obviously, we got. Mozagoth, he's obviously a brand new player, so we won't expect a lot from himself. Sometimes I think I'm a brand new player, even though, like I said, I've just started up again. That was me. Sending some ticks. I just wanted to see what he had. Now I didn't feel well how good this player is from the last play. So I thought, oh god. I decided to go for him because obviously it just felt less than... it felt longer down here, and maybe Deathkiller was just going to leave me alone or something like that. I didn't really know how it was going to go, but I thought, well, that's the way we'll play this. I like to push earlier on. It's something that I was when I was going with the other lads. Something that I was taught, push early on and be aggressive, I think is the wording. And I tend to be quite aggressive, sometimes possibly over the top. Now, skill issue, we will go around the other commanders as well, but I just want to highlight some of this is going on. He's decided to... I can't see this. Now, I can't see what he's doing, apart from what I can see now. Now I start to see, oh, the hell, he's got a Centurion out. So we've got to be careful with this. I'm trying to get close to it, but it's just not happening, not with pawns anyway. So I'm thinking, well... this is a bit... So I've got, obviously, a sentry up the light laser. And we're still building now. And I'm worried about the other side as well. This is the problem. If you push too much, you could lose by the other side coming in. So I'm not knowing what the hell's going on in here. It's very difficult because our colours are quite similar when you're looking even here. So you can miss your unit colours, even though that's orange and mine's yellow. So I have quite a few. I mean, I've got quite a bunch of units about, but he did de-gun me, which was a bit of a pain. Now he's de-gunned me bottle out. I wasn't expecting that. That's hyper aggressive for me. And I'm going, oh my god, what's going on? I've obviously pushed forward to take out some of his stuff, which I've done there, because I don't want him to get too far forward. And now I thought I'd move me commander just enough to stop him from trying to get something up and push him back, which looks to be quite successful in this. But obviously, as you can see, now I'm absolutely going nowhere. But it does get interesting, don't you worry. And let's go and have a look around the commander, see what everybody's doing. Somebody's, who's this? I'll have to go out because I can't see. It's our Adeline Nut here. He's getting his Geo up. Obviously, it depends sometimes where you are. Now, mine's right in the corner, but I can't get there with skill issue being anywhere near. He's rebuilt this again. Are we going to see a bit of a play? Who's going to get the first? So Rexrol's now sending Centurions in. So I think our maroon colour is basically on borrowed time here. Although he might just ignore, he won't. if he takes his spot lab off, that's the end of it, really. Trifle, a trifle, I suppose you could say. Nice D-gun as well. Don't forget, you can sit the commander in front, so the D-gun, if it hits the other commander, it won't work. Which is a nice play when you want to build a light laser turret as well. Skill issue is now, obviously, he's now dealing with somebody else pushing forward, which makes it a little easy for me. Eddie Knott is pushing him quite successfully here, which is quite nice. The Beamer will take out a lot of this. He's got his first construction turret up. Let's quickly go back. I just started mine up after 5 minutes, which is a great pain. But I'm so far so good. He's not coming anywhere. So, and obviously Skill Issue's been dealing with Idea Knot. So that's good for me. Anyway, let's go around again. The Aggravators are good against it. They're about even with the Rocketeers, to be honest. But it's a nice... I like that. He's pushing back and forth. It's very difficult for the Rocketeers to, home in on something. They will fire, but obviously once it's fired, they just go straight. So it's nice to, skate from one side to the other. Another little battle going on here. There's battles all over. I'm going to miss a whole load of stuff, but it's going to be easier when people go. But obviously, I was playing my game. Sorry for the language, but it is what it is. I can't control that, I'm afraid. But it's we're all adults here. Well, mostly. It's just the sides of their whatever. The toys are the toys, that's it, are different. But, yeah, Deathkiller still, he's doing his, well, I'm just going to sit here. So I had an advantage there with this. I thought, I would have no idea that's what he was doing. But I'm basically so far behind, I'm in Narnia. Now, I've got, fortunately, some Centurion out now. So I am coming back. See, it's a slow process. Obviously, I need a lot more energy than this. My energy level's absolutely terrible. We are coming there. Obviously, this is as much as I can see. Just barely, well, nothing really. Nothing else has been really... Nobody's really been... there's another little push still down here. Get good. Get good.
Destroyed.
Oh, I missed that one. Who did... I don't even know which one that one. It would be nice sometimes as a caster. It tells you where it is, and then you can go over there. But I'm sorry, I don't know where that is. That was the first one. That is still... There's not really a lot here. Get Good is definitely pushing with a lot of T1 centuries.
Commander has died.
I think that was another one. So, Widey. Try and say that, if you can. I thought if it was German, it would have been Y. It would have been a W, wouldn't it? Weirdy. But anyway, lovely little push with the grunts here. This will definitely do some damage and might finish him off. Well, he hasn't got much left. Doing a gauntlet, but I think Get Good is definitely going to take him out here. Now I'm just going back up to me. Now I'm pushing forward here as well. I've said I've had enough of this. Skin Issue, a lot of his base is actually gone. Now there's a commander sat here as well.
Commander has died.
And there's another one gone. Yeah, that was Nez. That was Nez's base gone. So Get Good has now got this area to relatively incel. Wanted's still building himself up. Not got much, but he's got a lot more. So Skill Issue is definitely taking some damage here. I think that is Yeah, that's his. He's eating up the commander. I've not pushed forward, which I could have done, but I was a bit worried here, obviously, not knowing about this sort of thing. Deathkiller is still doing what Deathkiller does. Hasn't really gone anywhere. Rexwell has come back to his base now. He's got his T2 going, and I'm just barely still going still. I would be, where would I be? Down here somewhere. So I'm, I've got relatively, in fact, actually, I think Skinnershoe's actually lower than I am. He's got most of his space, but obviously I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to pull the button here a bit, and let's go forward. Let's see what, because I'm thinking, well, this is a bit weird. Why is nothing happening? So he's still got something here, obviously. Now he's still eating most of the commander up. Oh, now he's doing a sentry now. And thought, I'm not having this. I'm going to take all this out. And I thought, wait a minute, this was his base. I thought that was him, I must admit. But it wasn't. Now Skinnershoe is now pushing himself back up again. I'll just focus on this a minute, and we'll eventually go somewhere else. There, so I've now realised, well, wait a minute, this guy's on his own. I'm getting some more of the metal, so that's important. I've got quite a little, decent-ish army, nothing too, drastic. Still, I want to get some Lazarus out to try and get this, get all this metal. This metal's really important. Still doing that. Let's focus on any of the others. There's not really much of a fight going on. Oh no, our hands are out. So T2 is already on the actual on the. Oh, that was a nice pickup for the commander. Now he's got some more room. Skinnershoe is still building his. He's having to rebuild himself up again from basically nothing. So I'm putting a few sentries there because I'm thinking, wait a minute, I need to protect this somehow. I do not want to lose it. So I hadn't even noticed that. It's the first time I'd actually noticed him saying that. So obviously Skillish was having a bit of thinking and saying, hey, wait a minute, this is mine. Yeah, yeah, right, whatever. I'm not even entertaining that. I'm too busy, obviously, busy starting to play. Now I'm going to push the button here. Let's push the button and see what we can do about taking some of this out. I was a bit worried there. He got me on that one. So we'll go back again. Moscow he's the newest player. He's not got a bad at. He's got his medium scouts out. But that's about it. Oh no, he's got quite a lot. He could take this one. Oh, the Fat Boy's out. That will obliterate. If that gets a chance to fire again, you're going to have to split these up. If you don't split them up, they're going to be absolutely like that. No, jump on him. He's the one that you need to jump on. And the welder. So the teacher. Yeah, that's it. That's gone. Right, so skill issue is coming back. He's got. No, I'm not going to. No. Another blast of the thing. We're very close here. I'm now pushing. Plumbing took me Centurion out. Just missed that Centurion. But he hasn't got a lot of energy left. We're whittling him down to practically nothing here. Julian is doing what Julian was doing before. But he obviously has the T2 out. I'm still running on a non-T2. Nope, I stand corrected. I've almost got the T2 running now. I'm obviously battling the hell out of this guy to try and do something, It's a hell of a battle for me to be losing all that. And obviously, I think it was because his opponent, in fact, actually, if you look at it, he's taken his he's taken his opponent out completely. Another few centuries in, they're just pushing him. They were just whittling him back again. He hasn't really got a lot to actually do anything. And I'm trying to still build up my stuff here. A lot of mistakes going on. Well, I'm not doing too bad, but once I got to the T2, there was my first mistake. There we go.
Commander has died.
Yeah, I got him in the end. It was a close play, but I got there, and I was really happy with that. In fact, if you're on a battle one, you'll see me, yes! You know, my first kill of the day sort of thing, you know? But obviously, he was the one that was jumping on me quite a lot, so it was nice to...
Destroyed.
It was nice to go the other way. Oh, that's it. So, my lost against the Fat Boys, well, you're going to lose that anyway, because they are, you know, a nightmare to get rid of. What you want to do is, when they fire, absolutely run to them. Don't stop. Don't run away. Run to them themselves. Because then they'll fire at anything. That's the only way to get rid of them. Deathkiller's now got some sort... I think it's a shield, I think. But you can see he's not doing anything. There's no real fighting or anything. He's not actually came to me one bit. Just sat there. And that will come into play later on. That's all I'll say. So I've got now quite a lot. Now this was my mistake. Absolutely my mistake. I should have been pushing forward and taking all this metal. But as you can tell why I'm saying a mistake is I didn't. I've got the jammer out so nobody can see anything. And I've also got the... I'm getting some other stuff. So I'm getting, like I normally get, 6 hounds. I think I would have got the radar as well. Let's go back here. That's... Yeah, sharpshooter's just coming down to try and get... Trophy. He can't go. You can't go in there, my friend. You'll die. But I suppose it's better than going... Nope. He's almost dead. That's it. You're going to be killed yourself. You can't be in the lava. Sort of self-killing himself, I think.
Commander
Yep.
destroyed.
There we go. Strange play, but it is what it is. Deathkiller's got his T2 going. I just didn't understand why he's just sat there. Some people just like to do that. The Pitbull. Some Pitbulls are definitely... He's not going anywhere. Like I said, look at all this area that was free. That I didn't do nothing about. A huge misplay on my part. And I'm actually going back now. I'm starting to be more with it. This is a problem. I shouldn't have been doing this. I should have been... I'm still building the T2. I've obviously got that one doing. What I should have done is probably have the second one coming out and started building a fusion reactor instead of building this rubbish. Which would have helped with all this energy that I was trying to get. I was trying to do these and I shouldn't have been doing these, but in hindsight, that's my own stupidity. Deathkiller's finally actually moved and said, oh, well, I'll have some of this then. Thank you very much. He's got a radar there, so he can see some of my bits. I don't have it hidden at all, which is probably a good idea to do. I've now got some protection on the front line. I think the sharpshooters are still going somewhere. Yep, they're still giving some welly. So who's really the biggest? I would say Rexwell's definitely looks the biggest to me at the moment. Although saying that though, Wanted is definitely pushing forward now on his production. You see what I mean? He's got his fusion going. I mean, yes, he's got a ton of windmills, but it doesn't really matter anymore. I mean, if he really wanted some more room, he could eat all them up while you just dig them, get them out of the way, and then go for another one, you know, worst scenario. But we'll see how he's going to plan. A nice air, but not really doing nothing as far as I can tell. He's just going to scout. He's just doing some scouts. I said, hey, wait a minute. What are you doing here? See, this should have told me. There doesn't seem to be a lot down there because that's killer. And I didn't... Again, it didn't really register with me. You know, experience would have told me that I should have been pushing forward. Look at all it. And to be honest with you, Julian wasn't really pushing up either. So I could have had all of this. That's a massive amount of metal that I could have actually had for my war effort. You know what I mean? This is a nice... they should be going to take them out and not allowing that fire and not pushing away from it, going to it. The fat boys are a right pain. If they got like that, that's far too. Unfortunately, there's not that many others around to take this down. Like I said, Killer just doesn't seem to be coming out one bit. Now I've taken this and I'm going, hey, wait a minute, I'll put a sentry just in case he comes back. That was my plan. Now I've got the advanced here. Again, I'm starting to get more metal in. Not by much, like. I mean, like, if you look at the pink, he's got 400 and I've got like 40. You got 10 times the amount. I mean, yeah, I go back to, well, I got blasted at 3 minutes and I've been on the decline since then. Look, see, I'm still building these stupid blooming advanced. I should be building a fusion reactor. That's what I should have been building, and that was my problem. And it will come to bite me, and a lot of the reason why. But at the time, I thought I was doing really well. I like the old recluse over the hill scenario, which taken out of a lot of his stuff. I'm also pulling myself forward here, and I'm thinking, well, wait a minute, where is he then? There's nothing much around, you know. That's what my thought process is. Again, still nothing really. Julian's just started his advanced here. I you know, about 5 minutes or so with nothing. I kept the jammer there to hide everything, and I'm still obviously building my hounds that I like doing. I quite like the hound. I prefer the sharpshooter, but the trouble is you need a massive amount of energy. Drains your energy like anything. Now, he can't really see me. I'm firing the reclusive. Now, I do see his commander, and that's what I was focusing on, but I just couldn't get there in time. And I realised that. I suppose in some respects, if he hadn't had that there, I would have pushed in and blown it up, but it is what it is. Now, I'm thinking, well, what the hell do I do here? I couldn't really think of a way of getting rid of that. I probably should have sent the recluses in, but anyway. Wexel's now getting pushed by our nice pink here. Yodi. Oh, nice bit to the right hand side there to take a lot of that out. Now it's going to have to be rebuilt again. There's a lot of battles going on now, but if you think about it, I'm sort of being left alone here. Now we go that Julian's actually pushed up. He's realised that, wait a minute, I can take some of this. Again, I still have not done anything about it. This was a huge mistake on my part. If I'd have walled some of this off with like what he's doing, I wouldn't have had a problem. You know, but hindsight's a good thing. I decided to get more recruits out because I like, because you can go over the, you know, you can go over and thing. I push these back because I'm thinking, don't really know what to do here. I probably could have gone round and gone through this gap, but I couldn't see it at the time. Nobody else is having a go at him. They're still having a ding-dong between Yodi and Rexwall are still having a go at each other. Get Good's not really moved any more forward. The rattlesnake is done firing, I think, here. It has taken out the light laser turret. And it's stopped now, so maybe it wasn't done firing. I'm not too sure. So Wanted is definitely getting his he's got his advanced fusion, so that's it. Now he's on the rock and roll now. Julian has got one as well. So, you know, although saying that though, he hasn't really got a lot, but he has got a lot. I'm doing the pig's things. I'm basically wallowing in my own self-pity here. Well, I should have done better beforehand, but not to worry. The sharpshooters are going to tick. Now, that's the problem, you see. He's done some tick spam. The sharpshooters don't go well against tick spam, and obviously we've got the fat boy coming out again. It's a good unit, it's a fat boy. He's such a dangerous unit as well that it'll just fire at your own, and then you'll end up having a nice army, and then you'll have no army. That's what I don't like about him. I do prefer the sharpshooter. I think it's a lovely unit, but it is very dense on an energy and metal just to get the damn thing. But obviously you've got to have the infrastructure to do it, which that's why I didn't, wasn't even looking at that. A lot of construction turrets here. I mean, he's got 56, so you times that by, 200, and you know what energy is like there. That's moving his... Well, that's a bit weird. So he's got his... That's a slight play. He's got his commander right sat up here. Obviously, I don't know this. Somebody else sees it. There's 20 spectators here. And, I'm just not moving too much. I'm getting now the army's started to come out. And I'm firing at this. I'm thinking, wait a minute, I'm not having this. This is far too close to me. I've already tried to batter it with some stuff here. And he's actually taken these out while I was doing something else, which was really annoying. Because I said, where's my recluses gone? But Yodi's pushed right up to me, so he's right in the centre, splitting a lot of us here. Bizno is still, he's got his wall garden, and he's not coming out. He's obviously got his T2 as well. He is going for sharpshooters and the radar and the jammer as well. Obviously, like I said, if you look at the two, they're incredibly dense on energy and metal. You say, well, not too bad on metal, I suppose, but energy is definitely for the sharpshooter, which I didn't have. But that was my problem, because as you can see here, still, I have not gone for a fusion reactor. I'm building blooming advanced here. Completely, that's just stupid. But hopefully in the next one, I'll have learnt from that if I last long enough. That's the thing. Well, that air's not going to get through. Get Good is still not pushing anywhere. Wanted will be pushing on them in a minute soon when we see it, because he's got nowhere else to go. He either goes for Yodi, which obviously we've got some serious amount of pitfalls here. This is not too bad, you see. The thing is people needs to sort of recharge itself. But if you've got quite a few like that, you won't have a hellish chance getting through there. The only thing is like the sharpshooter would get through there. Or the Sheldon. Sheldon would be pretty good as well, but obviously it depends on what unit, what faction you're using. I'm still building the Hound, because like I said, I like the Hound because it can do the long. Now I've got me a good set of recluses back again. I'm going in for the fight again.
Destroyed.
Another commander's gone. Oh, Get Good went probably from a. Was that an anti-nuke or was that a nuke? I don't know how that went down. Oh, nobody else knew how that happened either. So I'm still trying to get these recluses in somehow. I probably should... I see, that was what it was. I should have gone for this. He's got nothing else that really could warrant taking him out, apart from he's over here, which is... what TF is this? Which is, he was just not wanting to come out and play anywhere. Strange, I'm not like that. I'd rather go. So, we got the T3 on the board now with the Vanguard. These are a nightmare to get rid of if you've got no, not any decent units. You could do it. I mean, don't get me wrong. You could do it with the Hounds and things like that, but you need to be really careful, as we'll see. Works well, and the Razorback will take out his commander here. I think it's close. It's definitely close. He's going to be taken out. Yeah, there we go. So that's another. So Yodi's got another, well, if you take it a corner, but another slice of pie. I like pie. Pie's good. I like minced onion, steak and kidney. But anyway. Been a while since I've had a pie. Anyway. Pigs likes food, unfortunately. If you see the size of me, you'll... well, I'm not small, let's put it that way. I've eaten my fair share. Pig by name, pig by nature, you know what I mean? But anyway, once he's got his nice advance now he's not eating these up. Once you've got at least one advance, you might as well eat your fusions up, I would just say. And the trouble is, I know how to do it, and then I completely forget in the game to do it. That's what really annoys me with me. And I did a cardinal sin and blocked off. I blocked off here, and I couldn't get this out the way, which was stupid. So I had to eat up this to get him. Another annoying thing. So another commander's gone. So we're getting down now to the last 5 of them. I'm still in. I'm happy. I'm still in the game here after 30 minutes. Either them lot just said, we'll leave pigs alone, or, you know. Like I said, there were still mistakes. Now here I am. Now I'm going to come and push. I hear this, and I know what they are. They're, you know, but I know that mine can actually take these out quite well. But here's the tick spam. This is flipping annoying. The hounds are not for the tick spam at all. They're just not. You needed either ticks yourself, and that's probably what I should have turned to. I should have done some spam. Yeah, spam. To push this down, and then pit pulls would have fired that, and then I could have got this pulse out. This was the only thing that was worrying me at the moment. That damn thing. I wasn't really worried about anything else, but I thought, okay then, we'll go to the back door. And I've got like several armies at this point. I've got this one. I've got these now. I've just combined these two. He's getting blasted by this one. And Julian's still sat in his corner. And I got flipping lectured. That was annoying, that, because I thought, oh, I got a decent army here. Oh, no, I haven't. He must have seen it. Now the Razorback's coming in. So I know, oh, God, he's got T3 on here. That's just taken my, you know, stuff out. That's it. I just got my entire lot obliterated there. I'm still pushing. I'm trying to get this pulsar out. Whether I do it, I can't remember. Yes, I do it. But at the cost of all this lot was a bit of a problem. The Razorback's still there, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is a nightmare. This. I'm now deciding to go for. I've now decided to go for T2 here as well to get some vehicles out. So I think I picked the Bull actually, which is a good all-round unit. It's 2.5. Now he's cleared that, but it's still up this corner. It's such an arsey play, that. You know? Not even fit. So he's... at this time, I don't even know this. I don't even know that he's... done it. Yeah, okay. Okay. That's an annoying ping if I ever saw one. So he's going, well, I can't get him. What the hell's going on? Yeah, why? It's stupid. But, unfortunately, in this game, you do get people that do this sort of thing. So, Wanted's now, he's absolutely massive now. He's going to be trading, so these, basically, it's just 4. Well, 3 and a hanger on, basically. Which is me. And, yep, I'm still not doing it. Now, I've got the advanced. Yay. But what am I doing? I'm still have not built a fusion reactor. I have no idea why I've made that mistake. It was after the gear. It was after it. And I thought, why didn't I go, after getting these 3, why didn't I start going for the fusion reactor? It would have boosted my economy so much. So we seem to got some Razorback still pushing. Like I said, I'm going to critique me as well. Never mind, you know, you as in the comments are gonna. Here we go. See the vanguards. These the 4 of it. I don't know how many they are at this precise moment. I knew they were coming over, and I was a bit later on. I'm gonna feel it, but still, it is what it is. This commander's gonna get. Oh, he's re-resin this commander. not taking it. I suppose he doesn't really need to be honest. So, there we go. So, there's a bit of... So, the Vanguard is pushing it, and I can hear it. I know this is coming. So, I say... Based. Oh, thank you very much. That's nice and kind of you. I wasn't based that much. If you'd have seen me early on play, I didn't have a bloody lot bait. That was the problem.
Commander has died.
Well, I got one Razorback out of the way. I mean, I was quite happy about that. So there's another commander gone. So that's Killer's commander. So they just sent some birds to kill him out. So that was so now we're back. Now we to 4. Like I said, these vanguards are absolutely terrifying. And I know he's got T3. Now I haven't got nowhere T3, and I've got me. I'm quite happy. I've got me T2 up. I've got a couple of T2. I could have eaten that one up. I could have, you know what I mean? I could have even eaten the T1 behind it up. But it's definitely a misplay by me. I should have had a fusion reactor. Here we go. This is going to go up like a Christmas tree. Boom. Now, I know he's absolutely... I don't know how he's seen me, though. That's the thing. I don't know whether he's just dumbfiring with it. I think he might be, you know. Because he can't see me. Because I've got all the radar there, you know. But I think he's just dumbfiring. He said, right, I'll just... Because this can do an absolute unbelievable amount of damage. I go, oh, I'm not having this. I'm going to have to go in. Now, at this point, I say, oh, pawns. Oh, okay, then. Whatever. Now, bearing in mind, there's still nothing at this top of the other side. So Julian's not doing anything. He's not coming to get me. I've got a couple of balls out. I'm, you know, semi-happy. But I'm still knowing that these vanguards are going to absolutely rip me apart. And I haven't got nothing to do against these. But I semi-hold my own. I better get out of here. This is a bit hairy-fairy. I do obviously clock myself, but then realise, wait a minute, that's not going to last too long when he takes this down. He can't see me, you see. But then I go, oh well. I'm going to go fight for it. I'm not having it. There we go. So I didn't do too bad. I got to 4th, bearing in mind that I was a lot way behind, but I should have done a lot better. Like I said, the fusion reactor was the problem, and then I could have built on that with the advanced metal extractors. But I still didn't take any of this early enough. You know, there was a lot going there. That was a fault on mine, but you know, I recognise that. But whether that'll happen in the next one, so this is now a fest of who's gonna push, who's gonna do what. A massive amount of pawns here. But he hasn't really got a lot of big weapons like Yodi has with his vanguards. And if you look at Julie hasn't really either. He's now getting his Titan. Titans I think the Titans are coming out, yeah. He's just making one Titan, one Razorback. So this is a T3 push now. T3 now. Nope, he's not pushed them forward. That is a lot of air. A huge amount of air. But I can only see fighters in this because I can't really see any bombers. I may be wrong. A little pushy here. Jury's pushing with a few, but not too many. If you look at it, they are relatively the same amount as each other, all 3 of them. I thought it would have been nice that Wanted might have come out and sent some bombers over and just sent a few scouts with it and blown some of this up, but it's probably because he can't see it, you know. Let's see what he can see. Where's me person cam? Yeah, so that's all he can see. He can see the blips and that, but that's about all he can actually know what's genuinely there. This advanced air will take out these quite well. But I suppose he could send the pawns in and then do anything behind it. But as far as I can tell, all he is building, yeah, he's not building any T2. I mean, you could even, if you really wanted to, you could have, well, they're not amphibious, but you could have sent the tumbleweeds in. They would do some damage. They are blooming annoying if you can send enough of them in. But this is pretty well, you know, stacked up. It's going to be difficult to take them out, but if you can send a lot. Now, he's now sending some scouts to see what's going on. Now he's realising, well, they're not going to do a lot. And obviously he's sending a few over here as well. So he is, Yodi's now got, he's resurrecting all my stuff. The player. He's resurrected sort of one of his Razorbacks. I don't think they'll do much against that, but they will take it out eventually. I mean, if we look at it, Yodi's absolutely well, Yodi's massive. Although saying that though, I would, you know, if we look at the energy, there's still, Julian's still got a lot more energy. He builds up incredibly well. I mean, he should be. He's a high, you know, he's a high-ranking player. Especially to, you know, well, anybody's a high-ranking player, apart from the 1 and the 2 than me. But you know, I enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this match. I'm glad it lasted a bit longer. I'm glad I took out Skillisher. That was my one thingy there. I know it wasn't a direct. It was from a sentry. But at the end of the day, I still had to place the sentry. So, and it could have been a missed thing from him, but I was still happy. So, he's now pushed down here with his vanguards. These can just fire from miles away. I'm not too sure. I don't think they can get through a shield. Sorry about that. I was I thought I was going to sneeze and I stopped. And I should have paused the mic, I forgot, and then stop. There's a bit of an ebb here. There's like, okay then, what are we doing? Come on. I think I just like battling all the time. So we've got the advanced amphibious area. I'm not too sure what he's going to do with it. He's still got these pawns littered around. But it's just air and air and air, and you know what I mean? They're absolutely... He should... I mean, he could have brought these forward to on this hill and just obliterated some of this. Now, it probably would have hit and bounced. But that's the thing, you see. You don't know where it's going to bounce. It's good that he's got his advanced fusion in a shield. Because obviously, if it bounced, it could hit that. I mean, if you hit these will just go up like a Christmas tree. So he has everything tight. But I suppose if you're good at protecting your stuff, then it's not too much of a problem, to be honest. They're all building their stuff back up, and they're not actually, you know, they're not actually pushing anybody. Let's just do a faster speed, and let's do it on 3 and see what we can, you know, because you don't want to be here for all ever and a day, and see what we can see. Now we're going to have some fighting. Let's go back to 1 again. Or are we? Yeah, there's a bit of scrapping down here. This is what I wanted to see. So it looks like Yuri's now pushed the button on wanted here. These pawns will get obliterated. He's got a Titan, but the Titan will get absolutely mortaled. That's an enormous amount coming for that Titan. So in a sense, the pit bulls either have done the job or they haven't done the job. There's a lot of welders in there. Oh, see what I mean? That went up like an absolute Christmas tree. Still didn't take everything out though. Only took a part of his base system. Wait till these fusion reactors. If these fusion reactors get hit, I think it'll definitely go. Well, he might be dead by that time. Oh, we're nice.
Commander destroyed.
Oh, there we go. Oh my God, that's an explosion. And that's it. Boom, 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 boom. Everything goes. And there were two. Oh no, that must have been a dummy commander then. I was thinking, well, that's his commander, but no, it doesn't look as if it is. He's still in the game. Oh, there's one here. That's another commander gone. That's it. That was it. So that was the real commander, but obviously he's resurrected another one. And there now we go. And we get rid of all of that lot. Now we go back to 2. So I think, in a sense, Yodi's in the driving seat here. He's got a chance of getting this down here, if he wants to stop Julian pushing down to get it himself. And he's obviously got from where I was, and Julian never pushed up any further than this here. Didn't seem to want any of that. Didn't seem to want any of me. I'm trying to think. I know what the green thing is. It's good for ticks, and I just can't think. It also gets rid of jammers as well. So I'm just trying. I'm trying to think what it is. I'll if I can find a commander, I'll select and say what it is. Yeah, you don't see that very often, though. People don't tend to find it very often. The Juno missile. That's it. The Juno. I remembered what it was now, and. Yeah, you tend to do that against ticks. So if ticks walk into it, they'll blow up. This is a lot of Titans, but it's a lot of spam coming in. Annoying spam that the Titans just struggle against. Now we've got the. I don't know whether are they the EMP bombers or not. I can't. There's so many of them. I can't even see where my cursor is. Like that's. Should I? When killers try to look for to get one, to see what things are, and they can't decide which one because there's so many, a lot of them, you know what I mean? Like a falcon or something tries to pick out a bird to go for, to kill it and eat it. It's like that. There's so many of them, I couldn't see which one, individual. I never thought it worked anyway, but it actually does work, doesn't it? Confused the hell out of me. It doesn't take much, really. So this will just get obliterated. So he's having to come back here, to be honest with you, Julian. But it is a good match, it really is. Even when I was playing it, it was good. He's still not getting his own way though. It's still, you know what I mean? It's still up in the air. Them Titans can do some serious damage. I mean, he's lucky in a sense. There's no Juggernaut. That's when they start to struggle. Like one's gone down, but he's got quite a few still. Them Lecce didn't do much, but I think the whole point of that was just to stop the relentless onslaught and just slow them down. He is getting pushed. Obviously, the Juno missile's still coming in. But that's not a lot of... I mean, there's 9 there. He has got some, obviously, tick spam. And he has got... I don't know whether... Well, no, that's a resurrected commander, so I assume that's not the original one. So, another commander's gone. I think that was one of Julian's ones. It's a really good push. Like I said, they are absolutely going for it each other. They're not messing about now. I think this is why he's not sent the ticks in. Because he knows these, if he sends these in, they just get obliterated by the Juno missile that's still around. It lasts for, I don't know, 30 seconds before it goes. Nice bit of EMP there. That's done. Oh, that's done by the EMP missile. I think I was accidentally building that last time or this time. I said, what the hell? What are them for? Actually, it wasn't too bad. So it's still back and forth, but obviously Yoda's now starting to just push in a bit more. He's getting more of his own way now. I don't know whether he's taking any of this. No, he's just sort of... obviously the T2 constructor's going down there. So obviously he must be going to get some more. Not that I think he really needs it, to be honest, but, you know. It's built into these people. They just go for it, you know what I mean? That's the problem with me. Once I think, I've got enough, I'll deal with it this way. I shouldn't. I just keep building and keep building. That's another Lecce blast. Now that's taken out this sort of forward base. Or that might have been there. I think it's the forward base because I think his main base is up here actually. Although I don't know where he started. It's very difficult to remind of where he started. Them Lecces could be really devastating if they land a nice decent shot. They don't want to be landing it on his own base though, that's the problem. Obviously we got Titan versus Titan. Titan versus Titan. Ooh, that's another base gone. There's a massive fight here. They are absolutely ripping each other apart. I wish they'd have left me alone. It would be nice then. But that's not how it works. But I didn't do too bad. I'm quite happy. We've got another Lecce there. So see where this is going to go. So it was obviously that Yodi was willing that earlier and he was coming down here. Now it's getting pushed back the other way. This is the problem, you see. You push too much. Your army gets killed. Your opponent's got more army in the background. And then they push that up. And it can be back and forth for a long period of time until somebody just gets that edge that they're looking for, and then that starts to be the Achilles heel to take out everything. More Titans will beat less Titans, but it's a really good do this. 3v2, they should. Yep, that's another one. I still say, you know, even though they're obviously the same, the same faction, so it doesn't matter. But if it had been a Juggernaut, it would have been so difficult to take down. And the sharpshooter's still there, but he's losing a lot of. He hasn't got the energy. Yodi's losing the energy here. Julian's starting to push. He's definitely pushing forward here. This is very close. But I think now Julian might actually have the upper hand here. Not by much, but it's enough to push forward. He's still not pushing up this top end. But the Razorbacks and the Titans are doing a lot of most of the work. The Pawns are just there as chaff, basically. Yep. Oh, there we go. So they can definitely EMP a Titan. Incredibly powerful unit if they're used right. And they are definitely used right here. I mean, that's going to take out... He's got 1 second left. Well, didn't make any difference. So really, he needs to somehow get rid of them. These things here. They are do a massive amount of work. It's the amount of work on the battlefield is phenomenal with them. Ooh, that was a nice... Oh, there we go. So Julian Yodi gave up. I hope you enjoyed that. I really did enjoy playing this, and I lasted a lot longer than I expected. There were massive amounts of mistakes on my end, but at least I've sort of thought about it and hopefully do more. Anyway, we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.